My name is John Tepley, and I have the pleasure of talking with Sweta Ravisankar. She is currently in the Portland area, but she also has a school in San Francisco in the Bay Area. So she's a very busy dancer. She goes from one place to the other. Uh, she originally was raised in India and is there where she learned how to dance in the classical Indian style. First time I saw her it was several years ago, and it was for an Indian event, and it was just amazing to watch her dance. You know, it's like her rhythms and the dynamics of the dance was just astounding. Next time I saw her, she was part of a festival called the Feelings Festival, and what was really interesting about that is that most, I think all the dancers were Western trained dancers, and and generally that's how they interpret it. But Shweta, she took her classical training and she interpreted a particular feeling, and it just brought the house down. It was so tremendous. Even now, as I'm thinking, there was one part where she kind of mimicked a dog wagging its tail, but it it sounds silly, but it was within a classical framework, and it just shows how how you can expand these different kinds of expression, to most anything. Who? Well, welcome. Oh, and we have her school in the back. What could you tell me about your school a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Hi, John. Thank you so much for all those really kind words by you. And yes, we've enjoyed working with each other over the years. And thanks for remembering the actions from the Feelings Festival dance. It was a very special festival. My dance school's name is Sarada Kala Nilayam. I teach the Indian dance form of Bharatanatyam over here, both in Portland, Oregon, as well as in the Bay Area, California.
Okay, excellent. So we have the good fortune to have Shweta with us for our Ukraine fundraiser, and what we will be doing, we will have dancers interpreting the war poems of Halyna Kruk. And now, are you going to be doing a solo dance, or are you bringing some other people with you?
I'm going to be doing a solo dance.
You'll be doing a solo
Yeah.
dance. Excellent. Could you tell me about when you read the war poem? What are some things that you remember or that touched you about the poem?
Yeah. So first of all, the poem that I chose was it's called My Love Language, but it's not about love, as you'll see next week. But it is such strong emotions, such strong words, be it in terms of anger or sadness um, or putting your point across in a very strong way. And I think that when I read it for the first time, I was just thinking, so how do I do justice to this? How do I bring out those emotions? How do I show some resentment? At the same time, determination and confidence. And how do I bring all this about? And I think
Oh,
it's been really challenging, and I've loved this journey. And I think when we started doing rehearsals for this with our voice artist Gabrielle, uh, the way she read the poem also gave me a lot of ideas of how I can
ah.
execute the dance. So I think it's been a wonderful collaborative effort thus far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gabriella, she's a very expressive reader.
yeah.
So the in the poem title we have the word love, but in the body of the poem there's a lot of things that we don't associate with love, correct?
Yeah, yeah, a lot of things that we don't associate in the way it's been put forth that strongly. But I really feel like it gave me a lot of potential as a dancer to explore more dramatic storytelling,
Ah,
and I really loved it. Yeah,
so now
yeah.
this also is a unusual vehicle for a classical Indian dance. Is that correct?
So I think I look at any kind of dance as a mode of communication too. So I don't look at classical Indian dance as anything different. Um, we have a genre where we take poems and set them to tune and dance to poems, right? But this is something definitely new for me, exploring the world of English literature. Of course, this has been translated from a different language, but
Yeah.
as it's given to us, it's a piece of English literary work. So definitely, it's new, and I think last time that I worked on it was also the Feelings Festival. So it's a different language per se. So that way, maybe it's new for me, but. Definitely, poems have been interpreted in this mode of communication, which is Indian dance form of Bharatanatyam. Yeah.
So what kinds of qualities of your dance do you think are important when interpreting this poem?
Yeah, so for this poem, I have interspersed because of the nature of the poem itself, which is not very soft. So I have interspersed it with rhythmic syllables in between different stanzas. So we
Ah,
have like we have rhythmic syllables that portray anger, that portray fear, that portray
ah,
confidence, that portray saying that enough is enough. So we have different kind of rhythmic syllables, and I'm going to be reciting them as I dance. So I'm really looking forward to that experience as well. I have done that maybe once before, so and I loved it. So I thought that we should try to do something like that where I am reciting as I'm dancing, and we are also going to use a few musical instruments in making this piece, like some Kevin might join us on the guitar, and Gabrielle is also going to be using the rain stick for different effects throughout the song. So, yeah,
so
we've really put in our creative efforts into this. Yeah.
so you will be be reciting, and Gabriel will be reciting, or will it be just you essentially?
No, so Gabrielle is going to read the poem itself, and then between each paragraph of the poem, there'll be a pause, and I will be reciting and dancing, and then again, Gabrielle will be reading the next. So it's like an interspersed thing. Yeah, we are trying to be bring the more dramatic aspect of the feelings out by doing both versions of it. Yeah.
Well, you can hear Shweta here struggling to kind of describe in words what is more easily seen and danced. And come see what it looks like. Join us on January 28th at the Lloyd Center. There's gonna be amazing performances. We also have 4 one-act plays that will be interpretations of poems. And besides Shweta's dance, there'll be 4 other amazing dances. So uh, thank you, Shweta, and we will see you shortly.
Thank you.
So bye for now, and come join us at the Lloyd Center.